Hi, Bill from Solora here. Today we're going to take a quick look at NetSuite's default kit and item group functionality. And because it is NetSuite, an endlessly customizable platform, we'll also talk about how our team optimized a few things to scratch a few functional itches. If you're watching this video, it's a good bet that you're kind of familiar with NetSuite. But in any case, let's brush up on what the kit and item group functionality is. Item groups are sort of self-explanatory. They're a group of items or components that are priced based on the sum of those components. Kits are component groups that don't rely on each individual component for its pricing. You can even have an assembly item inside of these kits. You can also have multiple price levels, not just one varied price. Both are items that can be used for transactions with clients, for POs, SOs, and the like. Now that we've got those out of the way, let's dive into their limitations. Right off the bat, both of the out-of-the-box solutions from NetSuite are already a bit limiting. With the default kit function, you can encode the kit itself on the transaction lines, but none of its components can be made visible, which also means you can't view or even adjust the selling price of those components when you're knee-deep in data entry. Item groups are kind of the opposite. You have both the group and the components on the transaction lines, but you can't see or set the price for the group due to the nature of its function. These don't really sound like much of a problem, but in the context of thousands upon thousands of entries, these minor hiccups can compound and become a bit problematic when you begin to quantify the FTE. And then there's the matter of the printable forms. Some of our clients have expressed both confusion and frustration at how NetSuite generates these forms by default. When generating the sales order form for the kit, it chooses to show the components, but doesn't generate the rates and prices for the individual items. The item group form is again just the opposite of that. The system decides that the group needs to be part of the SO line, but omits rates and prices, which makes sense in a way, but it's being implemented in a manner that generates more confusion than clarity. Now what about partial item fulfillment? Like when you have a back order or an unusually complex one or a host of other reasons why you want to do partial item fulfillment. Now to be fair, item groups do allow this, but kits don't. The default solution only lets you process components as a whole, which means if one of your components is unavailable, you can't complete the sale, even if you naturally know an item can be tagged as backordered. It's not Oracle's fault the program is the way that it is. The architecture was really designed to be open-ended and endlessly customizable. And if you're one of those highly cognizant viewers, you already know where we're going with this. Our team over at Solora ERP developed an app that addresses the missteps of both kit and item group functions and took the best from each of them, then neatly wrapped them up into our item package application. This better function lets you indicate a different selling price and rate per component upon item package creation. You can even set it based on your predetermined customer pricing. It also fixes that weird form generation script and removes the item package as a line item and moves it up as part of the information line. No more back and forth emails from Janet in accounting asking you why a line was empty. And the biggie, we took item group's partial fulfillment function and dropped it into kit's pricing versatility, saving you and your business from the unenviable task of manually adjusting pricing, tags, and groups for specific orders and situations. You're welcome. As simple as these solutions may sound, they do take a lot of work to get working right. Our goal and primary focus is to help you and your business be profitable, be efficient, and be better. So if you've got a problem that might need a custom solution, reach out. We're always here to help. And if you like this video, press on that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.